Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's lesson. Let's go ahead and get started with our lesson objective. So our lesson objective for today is we will use place value patterns to understand the thousands place. The first thing we're going to go ahead and do is show 1 million using place value disks. So let's go ahead and see what that's going to look like. We have a place value chart right here, and we need to go ahead and build and show 1 million on this place value chart. And it's a place value disk. So we have 1 million. Okay. Now let's go ahead and turn that 1 million into 100,000. So we have our 1 million. Okay. And over here in this place value chart, we have 100,000. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this 1 million into 100,000. So I went ahead and drew these 100,000. I have 10 100,000 place value disks. So my 1 million turned into 10 100,000. Okay, they're the same. So true or false, 1 million is equal to 10 100,000. Yes, that is true. 1 million is equal to 10 100,000. All right, so if we know this information, what is going to be the result if I divide 10 100,000 by 10? So up here, I went ahead and drew my 100,000s. I represented them with place value disks. Okay, so I have 10 100,000s over here. Now I need to divide them by 10, which means I need to split them into 10 equal groups. So over here, I drew a chart. And we're going to go ahead and take our place value disks, our 100,000, and put them in each of our places. So I'm going to put 100,000 here. So I went ahead and I put 100,000 in each of my 10 groups. So we have 100,000 in each of our groups. If we take 10 100,000 and divide them by 10, we're going to have 100,000. So I know that 10 100,000s divided by 10 is equal to 100,000. We also found out that 1 million is equal to 10 100,000. And then I know that because I know that 1 million is equal to 10 100,000, then I can kind of guess that I can connect that 1 million divided by 10 is also equal to 100,000. Million is equal to 10 100,000. So I can go ahead and just switch this over to 1 million. Oops, sorry everyone, my pen is acting up. Is equal to 1 million. $1 million. Now I am going to take my 1 million, I'm going to divide it by 10, and that's going to give me 100,000 like we did before. Now I'm going to take that 100,000 and divide it by 10. How many 10,000s do you think that's going to give us? Yeah, that's going to give us 1/10,000. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and take that 1/10,000, divide it by 10, and that is going to give me 1,000. I'm going to go ahead and take that 1,000, divide that by 10, and that's going to give me how many hundreds? That's right, it's going to give me 100. If I take that 100 divided by 10, that will give me 110. That 110 divided by 10 will give me 11. And now if I take that 1 divide that by 10, that's going to give me something called tenths, because we tenths. How many tenths do you think it's going to give us? That's right, it's going to give us 1/10. So if we take that 1/10, divide that by 10, that's going to give us 100. Now I can take that 100th, divide it by 10, and it's going to give us 1 something. Now I see over here that I have 1/1000. So what do you think our new place value is going to be called? Do you think it'll be called 100th or 1,000? That's right, it'll be called 1,000th. So now that we have that, let's go ahead and try this with some different digits. So I have 0.4, or the math way of saying this is 4/10. So I have 4/10, and I'm going to multiply that by 10. So let's go ahead and put our 4/10 into our place value chart. So I have my tenths right here, and I'm going to go ahead and put down 4/10. I'm actually going to put it on the bottom. So we have 4/10, and I'm going to multiply my 4/10 by 10. All right, so 4/10 is going to be equal, or I'm sorry, 4/10 times 10 is going to be equal to 40/10, right? Which is going to be the same as 4 ones. So if I take 4/10 and multiply it by 10, I will get 4. Okay, now let's see what would happen if I were to take 2 and 43/100ths, and this I'm going to multiply it by 1,000. So let's go ahead and put our 2 and 43/100ths in our place value chart. So I have 2 tens. Oh, I wrote down the wrong spot. Sorry, everybody. Let me fix that really quick. So I have 2 ones, 4 tens, and 3 hundredths. So I'm going to start with my 2 ones, and I'm going to multiply my 2 ones by 1,000. Okay. So I'm going to multiply my 2 ones by 1,000. So this is going to equal my 2 ones by 1,000, or by 1,000 is going to be 2,000. Right? So now I'm going to take my 2 and I'm going to take this over to my 2,000s. And now I have 2,000s. I'm going to go ahead and erase this part right here because it's starting to get a little bit messy and kind of hard to see. So now that we found out our 2,000s, now we got to take our 4 tens and multiply them by 1,000. Right? Okay, and so if I have 4 tens and I multiply that by 1,000, I will get 4,000 tenths, which is going to be the same as moving up. It's going to be the same as 400ths. Okay, now I'm going to take my 300ths and I'm going to multiply this by 1,000, my 300ths. I'm going to multiply that by 1,000. And 300ths times 1,000 is equal to 3,000 hundredths, which is going to be the same as 3 tens. So now I have 2,000, 400, 3 tens, which means I don't have any ones, so I have to put down a 0 in my ones place. So 2 and 43/100ths times 1,000 is equal to 2,430. Let's go over today's lesson objective. Today, we used place value patterns to understand the thousands place. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining me today on this lesson. Make sure to do your practice and then do your mastery check at the very end of the lesson, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everybody. Have a good day.